welcome back to my channel. Come learn and grow with me. So today I actually want to talk with you all about Dr. Joe Dispenza's research and heal yourself with your mind. So Dr. Joe Dispenza actually had a really bad accident years ago, and 4 lead-in surgeons actually told him that he needed surgery, but he refused the surgery, and he healed himself through his mind alone. And yes, it did take him 6.5 weeks. He went through hell. And then he reconstructed his body inside of his mind. He basically rehearsed in his mind, reconstructing his body to the way he wanted it to be. And then he healed himself with no surgery at all. And he wanted to see, after he healed himself, if he could heal others as well. So he began to do experiments with other people to see if they could do the same thing. And he decided to document it all so that he would have scientific research and scientific proof to show that you can heal your body with your mind. The power of your mind is so amazing. And he has scientifically proven that it is 100% possible, because he did it when everyone was against him. Everyone said, oh, you'll never do this. But he proved him wrong. And so many other people that he has helped have also proved people wrong by healing themselves with their mind, because the power of the mind is really that powerful. So I'm sure you've all had like a traumatic experience in your life that you could think back to. And when you think back to it, it's like you're reliving it all over again, right? And that's because brain cells that fire together wire together. And your mind cannot tell the difference between a thought and reality. So whatever you're thinking about, it's acting as if it really is your reality, even though it's just a thought inside your brain, right? So whenever you think back to that traumatic experience, even if it happened like 15 years ago, you're still going to react to it as if it's really happening right here and right now. That's why it is so important for us to heal from past traumas. Because if we don't heal from past traumas, they stay with us and they keep haunting us, right? And they keep making our brain go back to that state of, stress and sadness and grief. And, like when I lost my dad, it took me a long time to get over that, to overcome that, because to see him suffer in that hospital bed was just terrible, right? So that was a really traumatic experience for me. So I had to learn some things about neuroscience and how the brain works, right? To be able to overcome it all. And that's exactly what Dr. Joe Dispenza did. And he took it so far and he went so deep with it that he was able to help so many people. And now he has the scientific research that you can feel free to check out at any time. And it can really help to change your life as well. So the key is to figure out and to observe yourself and what is it that you're thinking every single day? What are your dominant thoughts? It's about observing yourself, getting to know what it is that you're thinking. Because the negative emotions, the lower emotions on the emotional scale, are the ones that do not help us heal ourselves at all. It's the high emotions like joy and bliss and love. Those emotions are the ones that actually heal us. And that's when we can open our heart up and we can have the brain-heart coherence, where our brain and our heart are in coherence and healing our body so that we can heal ourselves. We can't heal ourselves when we're stuck in like depression or sadness or all those lower emotions. You can't heal because it's taken too much energy for you just to be in those states of being. So when you get into the higher emotions like joy and bliss and love, that is when your body can naturally heal itself easily. And that is when you can do the inner work so easily because you're in the higher emotions. I mean, think about it. What do you feel like when you feel joy and love and bliss, right? You just feel amazing, right? You feel so good in so many ways. And that is because those emotions, those high levels of emotions and thoughts are very healing to anyone. Because whatever thoughts it is that we're thinking, those are the actions we're going to end up taking depending on the thoughts we're having, right? And then that leads on and on and on to more and more things, right? And eventually, if you think something long enough, it becomes a mood. And then if you think it long enough after that, it becomes a personality trait. And then if you think it longer than that, it becomes like a way of your being. Like you think it's part of you. When really it just began with, it was just a thought that made you sad or made you angry. And you never fully dealt with it. So today is the day to deal with it and to observe yourself and observe your thoughts so that you can become aware. And once you become aware, that is where the power lies. Because then you can transform your thoughts. You can think better thoughts. You can realize that, oh my goodness, that is just a thought. I can change it. I can be happy. Yes, I can. You can be happy in any moment. And yes, some moments, are going to really test you, really test you on still feeling good and happy and joyful. But it's about observing yourself, you guys. It takes practice. Practice makes perfect, right? So keep observing yourself. Keep transforming your thoughts. And definitely check out Dr. Joe Dispenza's research if you're interested. He has amazing stuff. He has amazing research, amazing podcasts, amazing everything. He's all over YouTube. You can totally just search him and find him. And I also watched the podcast that Dr. Joe Dispenza did on Lewis Howe's YouTube channel, which is the School of Greatness. That was an amazing one. It was like 3 hours, I think. And I did watch that. And he also has some amazing life-changing books. One of my favorite books by Dr. Joe Dispenza is Becoming Supernatural. Definitely check out that book if you're interested. I found it, the free audiobook on YouTube, so you don't even have to go to the store. You can just watch it on YouTube for free if you're interested. And he also has a few other books I can't think of off the top of my head, but definitely look into him if you're interested in knowing more about Dr. Joe Dispenza. But he explains it all way better than I ever could because he has years of experience working with the brain and other people. So thank you all so much for being here. Love, light, and blessings to you all always. Peace. See you soon.